This is Apoxie Sculpt, and today I'm going to show you what I've done with it with less than a week of experience with it. So Apoxie Sculpt is this really cool thing I decided to buy. Basically, you mix part A with part B, and it's a self-hardening clay and you can make all kinds of crap out of it. So inside part A you have this wonderful clay, and in part B you have this wonderful clay. So the way that epoxy works is that you take part A and you mix it with part B. Mix it together really good, equal parts, and then in an hour or two, it's hard. It's so easy. There's no baking, there's no heating, there's no mixing certain chemicals. It's just playing with clay. So the reason why I want to talk about it is that it's perfect for cosplay. I made these and they're pretty easy. I think they're gonna go on my breastplate that I have started right here, and maybe go right here. The other thing I want to talk about is the fact that I also used the Apoxie Sculpt to fill in the crack from the dart when I made the armor, and it really is working well. Another thing that I made was on my shoulder pieces for my armor. I used epoxy a lot. So I did use it to fill in this crack here, which it looks a lot better than it did. I used it for the little spikes here, and they're super sturdy. I used it for the little bolts. You roll it up, stick it on. It hardens itself, paint it. It looks really nice here. I had marked my armor pieces before I glued them together with the box cutter, which I don't recommend. So as you can see on the inside, which won't matter, is that there's that big L cut. There was also one on the top here because I ended up trying to cut into a design on the other side, so I had to use this side. And you can barely see it, so it would have looked like something like that, and now it looks like that because I just filled in the cracks with the epoxy and it worked like a charm. We're gonna make an emblem for my Charizard cosplay. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make some really cool stuff. So if we draw something on the wax paper, we can just mold it to the flat shape, and we'll have like a really cool design. So I kept it simple. I didn't want to draw anything too complicated. Here you can see there's some overlap with the chin. I'm gonna try my best to make somewhat of a dip, and then so that when I paint it, I can, darken it there. But I'm just gonna go with this. So I ended up with this, and I think it looks pretty cool. I'm actually more happy than I thought I would be with it. And all I did was I used this eyeliner to use it as like a roller to kind of try to smooth out as much as I could. And then I used this really broken pencil to carve out a little bit of the nose and kind of like make the eye a little bit more slanted. I am not a sculptor. I just kind of messed around with what was in the general vicinity to help make it. And like I said, I kind of tried to define the chin a little bit here. But it's really, it's pretty flat, but I think once it's dry, it's going to look pretty cool. A couple hours, I'll be able to really look at it when it's hard.
So here is the final product. I just painted it with some acrylics. Not perfect, but I like it. It's sturdy and stiff, and it only took about 4 hours to be that way. And here are some rat sculptures my boyfriend made, having never touched Apoxie Sculpt in his life. This is just a great example of how easy it is to use this product.
This is super cheap. It's maybe like 16 bucks on Amazon, and I've done all that and I still have tons left. It's like not even a dent has been put into this, so it's really going a long way, and it's really fun to use. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please subscribe if you like my style of tutorial making. I am constantly experimenting with things I have no idea, and I'll show you how I'm doing things and we can learn together. So until next time, goodbye.